unlucky for you, depending on what kind of ASMR you like. I am in quite the talkative mood right now. So I thought we could do a variety of triggers. And I thought maybe I could do a little bit of talking too. I hope that you had a good day today. Just sit back and relax and just listen to the sounds. Just listen. The sprinkles have a nice little texture on this container here. Little textured sprinkles. Well, my day was good, but I made a mistake today, a big mistake. My spouse was mowing the lawn, and while he was mowing the lawn, I thought I would go get him a nice cold drink. I went through a coffee shop, but it turned out I had ordered his drink incorrectly. Now mind you, he is vegan, so there are certain things he can't have. I accidentally brought home a non-vegan drink. Literally full-blown whipped cream and milk inside. I was very stupid. Especially because it was really hot today. He was outside and he really wanted an icy drink. But obviously he couldn't drink it. I couldn't drink it either though, because I already had my own drink. I can't drink that much. Thankfully though, for me, I have a garbage disposal, aka my brother, and he lives just a couple minutes away. I shot a text to the family group chat. I asked if anyone wanted this iced mocha that I had accidentally gotten. He replied back so fast. So we went to take the drink to my brother. He drank it so fast. I felt bad because it was right in front of my spouse. And my spouse ended up with no yummy drink. But my brother had a good time. He got a free drink out of me. But that was my main event for the day, I would say. Torturing my spouse. I love this hemp lotion. So normally my skin gets really dry in the winter time, but for some reason this summer my skin has been dry as well. It's very strange. It's usually just the winter. But hemp lotion, this stuff has been saving my life. This particular scent here, the Celebration Buttercream Vanilla Cake. Buttercream Vanilla Cake. This is a very strong and sweet scent. However, the lotion itself is really good. I think the scent is nice too, but most people might not like it very much. This has really helped me out though. winters get really cold. We get very cold, dry winters. There's pros and cons to humidity. Now, our next item is going to be something that I use every day living with cats. It's going to be one of these. A sticky lint roller. Now, like I said, pros and cons to humidity. I have been witnessing a friend going through the horrible effects of humidity. They live down south, southern US, and they were cleaning out a family member's house. And it turned out a lot of the stuff in storage at the house was completely moldy. Terrible. I just can't imagine, with where I live currently, things just molding out of nowhere just for sitting there. Now, in Japan, it's very normal as well. A lot of people's stuff, if it's sitting in one place for a long time without the proper little drying packets and stuff, it gets bad. But fortunately, here in Idaho, I've never really witnessed anything like that, so I don't have to worry about it so much. It's also kind of nice that I can take a bath or a shower and my hair just kind of dries on its own rather quickly. It's actually quite nice in Idaho. We also don't have any worries much of natural disasters. No earthquakes, not really any floods. I guess we do have wildfires, now that I think of it. That's something the dryness is not great with, is fires. But besides fires, I wouldn't really say there is much of anything else. I'm really liking these sticky sounds. I will say the winters can get a little bit intense. Basically anywhere in northern US, I think, can get pretty bad. We have had some winters where my car just can't even get out of the driveway. I drive a rather small car. It gets stuck a lot in the winter. Icy roads can be really scary too. Thankfully though, even if an accident happens on the road during a snowstorm or something, people are usually going pretty slow. So it's usually not fatal. It's usually just like a rear-ending situation. Did I tell you I'm really excited about the winter already? Last winter, I was excited about the summer, and now I'm excited about the winter again. I have come to really like Christmas because I have a close friend who really celebrates Christmas hardcore. And it's made me realize the fun of gift every store you see has like Christmas decorations, Christmas music, all of the lights everywhere. It is really fun. And I feel like I didn't realize how fun it was until maybe a couple Christmases ago. I'm still not gonna put a tree up though, especially with all my cats. I can't even remember the last time I put up a tree. Christmas tree. If you are a child, get off this video right now. I'm about to drop some bombs on you. If you're a child, get off. If you're a child, get off. Alright, for all of the adults who know that Santa is not real, I'm so sorry if a child heard that. Let me tell you how I found out Santa was not real. It was my dad. He messed it up. When I was in 5th grade, my mom was in Japan during Christmas time, and usually she was the one who was packing up Santa's presents and stuff. Now, I already had an idea that it was my mom, because I thought it was weird that Santa wrote everything in Japanese, even though I was in the US. But 5th grade Christmas really confirmed it, because my mom was away, so now my dad was up for the Christmas duties, right? The surprise my brother and I had when our gifts from Santa was in Costco trash bags. Crazy, right? And I was like, okay, my dad did that. It seems like most of the time the moms do a lot more work when it comes to holidays and kids stuff compared to dads. Not all of them. This is not in every case, but I see it a lot. And maybe it's my fault for being in 5th grade and still believing in Santa. I think I was a little late. But yeah, I mean, garbage bags, that's crazy. What was my dad thinking? My dad probably wouldn't remember that if you told him. I also have here my Dior little lip balm here. This is the Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm. I really like this a lot. I love the smoothness, and I love that it gives me just a little bit of a tint. It's actually not quite this strong, the color. Thought we could do some nice lid sounds. Another thing that my dad messed up during 5th grade, that same winter when my mom was gone, he was packing my lunches for school. Now, my mom very much understood how much I eat and my portions and everything. And I grew up in a way where you eat everything that's on your plate, you know? You don't leave anything behind. Not a grain of rice, you eat everything. So I always felt pressure to finish everything that was on my plate. My dad packed me some stuffed peppers that he had made. Now, as a Japanese person, stuffed peppers work really well in Japan because the peppers are really small. But in the US, the peppers are massive. Some peppers are like almost as big as my face, I swear. He packed me, I think maybe 3 or 4 stuffed peppers. huge stuffed peppers. I opened my bento box and I was shocked to see just stuffed peppers. And I tried eating it. I could eat maybe like half of it. But I didn't know what to do. I was like, I have to finish this. So I sat in the cafeteria, just not knowing what to do, just staring at my lunch. I had missed recess. Everyone was like literally going back to class, and I was still sitting in the cafeteria. Teachers were coming up to me being like, Sony, are you okay? What's wrong? And I just didn't know what to do. They all said, you know, if you can't eat it, you can just throw it away. And I like didn't know that was even an option. I ended up throwing those away. And I felt really bad for tossing them. But my dad should have known better. I'm a small person. I was a tiny little kid. There was no way I was eating that many peppers, you know. Oh my gosh. I was so small that in first grade, I was actually the shortest in my class. And every month, the teacher would measure our heights and record everybody's heights so we can see how much we're growing. In 1 month, I kid you not, I grew almost an inch when I was in first grade. And I was still the shortest in the class. Isn't that crazy? I grew the most in a month out of everybody, and I was still the bottom. And now my parents always say, oh, maybe we didn't give you enough calcium and protein and stuff. They were very healthy in certain aspects. But they were like, yeah, maybe we missed the calcium. It's crazy, but I'm shorter than my mom. And growing up, she would always hype me up. She'd be like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be so tall. You're gonna be so much taller than me. No, I never passed her. My mom is a bit tall, though, for a fully Japanese woman, but yeah, I never passed her. It was quite a shock. Just scratching the little Dior logo on here. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. I try not to let my height bother me, you know, I don't want to act like a manlet by all means. I try to look at the benefits of being on the smaller side. Being able to fit into children's clothes is actually good for me. I once got a brand new Sonic shirt for $5 because I was able to get it in kid size. It fits just fine. I do like how I can kind of like squirm through stuff, you know? Just a little guy. It's funny though, I'm really short, but I have very big feet. And so I kind of look like a clown, but I try not to look like a clown. I try to look like a Final Fantasy character. Or maybe like a Kingdom Hearts character, where they're kind of small, but they have really big feet, but they make it look cool. That's what I try to do all the time. I try to make it work. I would say overall, though, I'm pretty comfortable in my skin. Pretty comfortable. I love how this is a translucent, very, very soft pink. Very, very soft. It's a really, really cute color. I like that a lot. Super nice. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed all of my talking today. I am a talker a lot of the times. I thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you were able